Welcome back. Let's get at it. Where are we up to? We're in Zeiss. That's it. And I think we've talked to everyone in Zeiss, so it's time to go investigate the area. We've got a couple quests. There's my quests. Ritter Road and Trap Plains. Ritter Roadway is that way, Trap Plains to the south. And we've already come in through Airletten, so let's go. Go to the south, I think. Yeah. And we should head to the top of the tower as well to beat the thing that's up there. Bang. Oh, actually, we should, while I've got A-Gate with us... Ooh, they give lots of accepted. We should unlock some of his slots. Quickly head back to factory. Because I don't think I've finished unlocking his slots yet. No, he's still got several. I don't think we're going to be able to get all of them, but... Oh no, we can get all of them. Good stuff. I think we're still only missing Pt.3 then, out of the characters we have now. Chloe and Kevin, I think, are still missing all their upgrades. But that's fine. We'll get to those eventually. Alright, we're good. We've only got 2 zero field generators right now, so the extra EP isn't helping at all. Well, fuck. Just punch him. You can't do anything to us anyway. Your attack's too low, our defense is too high. But we should farm a little bit of Sepith while we're here. Let's go to Elmo first. Because I suspect we will get some kind of side quest there. Pop. Pop, pop, pop. We can build up everyone's CP while we're at it. Lots of guys. Oh wow, Joshua. Oh, that's right, because I got him set up as a caster. So his movement is very bad.
They messed with the wrong guy.
I was wondering why you couldn't move very much. But it's fine. You don't need to cast any spells, so we're good. What was that supposed to do? Oh, he's massively increased his luck, so he can't be hit. I see. Well, guess what? Hearts don't miss, bitch. There's not going to be any new loot or anything out here, so... we don't need to worry too hard about exploring. And I'm not doing this for... we're not doing this for experience anyway, we just want to build up some Sepith. Not that we're getting very much. I need waters more than anything.
Savor the victory.
Yeah, it's only ever waters that we're missing. They seem to be the hardest type of Sepith to get a lot of in this game. Anyway, let's proceed. Elmo! Hello. We're a reinforcement squad sent from Lacen Fortress. Right now, I'm on patrol around the village with the sub-commander from the Wolf Fort. More villages calmer than I thought it would be. I guess that's because it's a pretty peaceful place normally. What do you got? Oh, welcome. Apparently the airships have stopped, so I don't have many guests now. You might already know, but I have a young son. It's been a struggle raising him on my own. Anyway, we're in a bit of a fix here with no tourists coming, so please buy something. What have you got? Purging balm, softening balm, smelling salts, reviving balm, inserting tape, EP charge. And then you've got regular thing. Oh wow, we've got a lot of money. We have a lot of money. I suspect we will probably be given opportunity to spend it a bit later. I don't think we need... So, and we're not in like urgent need of any ingredients. So, sorry bro. Nothing to buy from you. The springs here have cooled. The pump orbit stopped working. It was boiling the other day, but now it's cold. It's so weird. Oh man, seems like there's trouble at the hot springs again. The orbit lights aren't working either. I wonder what's going on. Do you not guys... I guess these guys don't rely on orbits that as much. We're a patrol force dispatched from the Wolf Fort. For now, we're maintaining security in Elmo Village. Unfortunately, the hot springs pump stopped working. It's not a facility that directly affects daily life, though, so it's not a major concern. Except for the lack of money coming in from tourists. With the orbit stopped, the pump's not working. Our village survives on the tourism the springs bring in. They're not fixed soon. I'm not sure how we're going to make it. We're on it. We're working on it. Hold your damn horses. Behind here is the mountain where the water source is. It's a dangerous place, so I'm standing guard. We can go back there. I don't think we have reason to, but... Let's finish talking to people. Gonna give us a quest? Ooh, looks like it. Hi, Mrs. Mao. Oh, still. Thanks for coming. Oh, over there, is that... It's been a while, ma'am. I thought I knew that face, so it is Joshua. It seems like ages since I saw you all together like this. Hey, Goody. Sorry to say the baths are out of commission right now, but please take a load off. Our delicious food is still available after all. No quest. Hey, Mrs. Mao. Is there anything we can help with? Well, we've got soldiers patrolling regularly, so it's not too dangerous here. If anything, I guess I'd ask if you could make it so we could fill the baths, but... Well, no point in asking that, really. Well, we have auxiliary field generators. We might be able to do something. Offer to help anyway. But since we're here, why don't we have a look? I feel like we might be able to offer a bracer-like solution. Estelle? Oh, what would that be? Well... First, I'd like to borrow the pump shed key. Sure, that's fine, but... Everyone, since we're here, why don't we check out the pump? We might come up with something. Ah, so that's your plan. Guess there's no helping it. Well, let's go have a look then. That's settled then. Let's go to the pump shed. Maybe we should have brought Tita. Pump shed is up on the north of the village square. If we can't get that thing working again, I'm afraid I'll go out of business. If you have any good ideas, I'm all ears. Welcome to the Maple Leaf Inn. I'm very sorry, but the bath isn't usable at the moment. For all our orbits to be out. What could be the cause, I wonder? Can you not see the giant angelic city in the sky? We've got all these recipes. I came with my partner to soak out the soreness from our mountain climbing trip, but apparently we can't go into the baths thanks to some problem with the pump. But my partner's determined to have a bath, somehow. Trying to insist on something in situations like this only means you yourself lose out. I'm relaxing by taking a nice, slow meal of this great Eastern-style food. We have the... Yes, we have mountain men's too. My kitchen's non-orbital, so my work hasn't been affected at all. An orbital stove's nice and all, but if something like this were to happen again, old tools are definitely the way to go. Maybe there's a hill or two in the way? Seems like it. That's plausible, based on where we are. I don't really feel like fishing. I was told the pumps are broken, so the baths are closed to the public. There's no way I'm gonna let a thing like a broken pump keep me from my precious baths after we came this far. So I'm staying put until they open up again. Don't try to stop me, I won't budge. Alright, let's go have a look at the pump. I hope this isn't a situation where we need to bring Tita. Pump. Yeah, it's totally stopped. It's an old device, but it's still orbital driven. It's affected by the orbital shutdown phenomenon just like everything else. But the pumps ultimately just to deliver hot water from the spring there, right? I feel like that might be something we can do. We can't exactly carry it by bucket. Got to find some way to make this device work. Well, we've got a stove right over there. Wood-powered, seemingly wood-powered. Oh yeah. How about using one of the zero-fuel generators on the pump? Well, yeah, but we need it. Doubtful. According to the professor, they're limited to orbits no bigger than the ones you can carry in both hands. That's right. Isn't there something we can do? What's this? We're not being given any prompts. Maybe we do have to get Tita. Or we could look over here. Here's the mountain where the water source is. We can have a look around in here. Ah. There's a cave. What's up here, though? Ah, just stuff. Yes, we may have to bring Tita. But first, let's have a look around in here. Who has the gladiator belt right now? You do, Zin. That's fine. Zero. Oh. Big rock man. What if there's a volcano nearby? There might be an underground one. What's this? Ah, empty chest. I might be getting lost. I'm starting to feel like we're not going to find anything in here. Aha. This is where we fought the boss. So this is definitely the deepest part of the cave. I thought perhaps there might be something where we could, like, I don't know, open up a channel to let the water through. Walter, that's the one. Pop them, pop, pop.
They messed with the...
Alright, let's see if I can find my way out. I wasn't paying attention to which direction we came in from. Here we go. Alright, I guess we have to go get Tita, which is annoying. But it's fine. Won't take long. Get out of the way! Run away.
Savor the victory.
It's the only idea I have anyway. What's up? Come with us.
Right.
I'm not going to give you any equipment though. I guess you can have some equipment. You can't have that though. Have that. Anything that we really need, you can't have. Love gear. You don't need accessories. And how about ornaments? Go ahead and... You can have move 2. I mean, you don't really need much, do you? We've got plenty of attacks, so you can have one of those. You can have Pt.3, that's fine. You can have a hit 3, that's fine. We'll just give you, like, stuff we've got an excess of. You can have action 3. Shield. I mean, we don't really need you for... I would normally set her up as like a support caster, I think. But since we're not really doing anything at the moment, we'll just give her whatever. There you go, that'll do. We don't need to worry about taking that off her either. Attack and action and hit are the most important things for her to have.
We're good to go.
Alright. Let's see if she can help. Alright, Tita. Figure something out. Oh, we're getting cutscene. If only we could do something to get the pump moving. Yeah, it would have been nice if we could use a zero fuel generator. Tita, what is it? Yeah. She's doing it. She's doing it. So this would go like this. Tita? Well, unlike recent stuff, it doesn't have a very complex orbital mechanism. All I need to do is take this thing here, then connect it to that thing over here. Oh, and don't you worry, I'll put things right back the way things were after the orbital shutdown phenomenon. Yeah, this should do it. I think I might actually be able to get the pump working. What? You're not going to use a zero fuel generator, are you? No. You remember right, Joshua? The combustion engine. Ah, the combustion engine? You mean the one we used on the workshop devices before? Yep. Unlike the workshop equipment, the pump device doesn't have a very complex mechanism. If we can make the combustion engine drive the parts the orbital was working, it should work as is. I see. I hadn't considered that. So, where is this combustion engine? I think it was stored at the landing port. We should be able to find out if we ask the maintenance chief. Maintenance Chief Gustav at the landing port, huh? That reminds me, won't we need fuel to drive the combustion engine? Gasoline, right? Like before, we should ask down below at the central factory. Okay, more trotting around. Well, we have the solution now, at least. Yeah, no,
Savor the victory.
the one internal combustion engine in all of Zeiss. I mean, they never had any reason to doubt that augments would ever just stop working, so I guess I can see why they got rid of them. But yeah, I mean, it's only been, what, like 20 years? Something like that? You'd think they'd have a couple lying around. Freaking out the same as everyone. I can't remember. Hello. 50 years since the Oval Revolution. Ah, that makes sense. Oh, hey, if it isn't the gang. Hey, Gustav, it's been a while. You've been doing well. Oh, it's Joshua. Haven't seen you in a long time. Well, a lot happened. Anyway, it seems like things are pretty tough here even now, huh? Yeah, it seems like there was some kind of trouble. When the shutdown first hit, yeah, it was real tough. Well, the city's finally calmed down now. I see. For now, at least, it seems things are in hand. Yeah, somehow. Putting that aside, I'm guessing you need something? Yes, actually. Explain the situation to Maintenance Chief Gustav and ask him to lend the combustion engine. I see, good eye, yeah. It's not a machine good for much except power and simple stuff, so I wouldn't mind just giving it to you, but... Is there some problem? Well, you see, you got bad timing is all. We just lent it out to the Royal Army again. We brought it when we went to swap the Arsail's engine. Oh. So it'll be a Lacen Fortress? Yeah, I'd imagine so. Sorry, but if you want to have it, do you mind asking them? It's kind of hard to just make a call in this situation, if you know what I mean. Yeah, got it. We'll make contact with Lacen Fortress on our side. Okay, more trotting around. Combustion engine should be stored in Lacen Fortress. Sorry, but do you mind asking with them? Before that was the best 1700s, as in that level of technology. Well, they must have had the combustion engine at some point. And I know that, I know this is the first Trails game, but it's not the first Legend of Heroes game. And so I'm assuming that the first Legend of Heroes games is more, is an earlier point in time, and is a more sort of like medieval setting. And we've got a boss. Oh fuck, we should actually get a gate for this, because I haven't bothered kitting out Tita yet. Come on then.
Leave it to me. All right.
Gargarov is an entirely different setting. Interesting. It's not Zemuria then. Not even the same universe. This first game in this universe. Okay. I thought the previous ones would have been the same universe at least. Didn't know that. We're on the Ritter Roadway. What does it say? Direct attack may KO instantly. We can do something about that. We're going to have to nerf ourselves quite considerably though. Prevents death blows. Prevents death blows and prevents death blows. Oh my god, there's a lot of them. Joshua! Wow. Still takes a long time to get it off. I don't think we want to knock them back. They've got quite a bit of health too. Maybe we... Oh, we can't buff. Dragon Slayer 8, Legend of Heroes 6. Oh, it's part of an... Legend of Heroes is part of an even bigger series called Dragon Slayer now, is it? It's the 8th Dragon Slayer game. What do we do here? I guess we should attack. I mean, it's fine. They're gonna move back together anyway. I mean... Oh, okay. That's bad. 350 damage. You should buff yourself. Alright. No one die, please. Seal Blade, that's not too bad. Those guys are just hanging out. You should heal, annoyingly. The only thing that matters for this setting is trails. Gotcha. Understood. Man, we only managed to hit 2. Uh-oh, this is going bad. And this is probably not even going to help, is it? They've got a lot of health. Seal is bad on you. We don't want you to be... We can't do anything when he's sealed. All you can do is cure himself. Final break now with even more destructive power. I'm not getting any crits either. How do we go about this? His attacks are not doing any damage. Penetrate. I assume penetrate means it reduces... It has increased attack or reduces the enemy's defense or something like that. Let's see what kind of damage we can do with this. 373. Estelle, I need you to be able to do something here. She kind of needs to heal herself, though. And she can't S-break because she's sealed. What are those two guys over there doing? They're just sucking each other off. Zin, can you get something done here? Alright, he's doing some damage. With that 60% defense buff. They're not doing anything. They're just sitting there. I wonder if they bugged out. Your attacks aren't doing anything, bro. Do you have anything that... We can give them Mighty Essence. Speed plus 20%. $800, 1,000. Try one of these. Oh, and he got sealed and muted. And this one got slept. That's good. And we've got a crit coming in at last. No, I missed the crit. Fuck. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, at least they're not targeting us. It's a bit weird that Agate is doing so little damage, though. I mean, he doesn't have the strength buff that Zin does. Alright, guess we can just blast them. They're not weak to anything. All right. fair enough. We take those. And he's a little underleveled, I guess. A-Gate. There he finally gets his chain 3. And we got a blind 2. Not that blind isn't amazing. Oh, well, blind is pretty good, actually. Just not in comparison to, like, freeze and petrify. Well, I mean, he's got 931 strength, which is a lot. It's more than Xin has. It's just that he doesn't have a ability that buffs him by 60%. I think those enemies just had a lot of defense. Alright, we can get Tita back in here. I think we're probably going to need her.
Right. Let's do it.
Oh,
Bring A-Gate. And we can heal as well. So his strength is fine. That was just a battle he was not suited for. And I think if we looked at the boss there, if it's here somewhere. Size 2. No. I wonder where does it appear? Does no one have information on? I think Xin should have had the information on. And even if he didn't, we should still get the entry, right? Answer roll and bows, altered space, Ouroboros. There, Blade Cougar. 1,000 defense. That's a lot. 1,000 defense seems like a lot. And they're level 80. Yeah, compared to other level 80 guys we're seeing, they have more defense than normal, so they're resistant to fizz. But luckily, Xin can just buff himself and completely overpower them. Xin is kind of a, like... I didn't think much of Xin, particularly in the first game. But he's a busted character, especially with fucking the bugged Thunder God kick. And also, I didn't really understand what I was doing yet in the first game. I didn't yet understand the importance of stats. Oh, right, Tita can't do anything without... She can't do anything without the field generator.
Not done yet.
And considering as I've sent back to Professor Russell, the guy who was just working on a device to defeat airport scanners for no reason when you first meet him in Lisbon Works. I think the engine is just some experimental doodad. Which engine? Oh, the combustion engine, you mean? So they never went through a... So LaBelle never went through a phase where they were using combustion engines to do work. Makes enough sense, I suppose. They did have gunpowder weapons at some point, though. Peter, the fact that you need the zero field generator to attack is really bad. She literally can't do anything. She can't cast or attack. Gunpowder was invented before... 600 years before Steam. Fair enough.
We're good to go.
I feel like we've maybe got enough to help with Hita's ordnance as well. She's only missing 2 upgrades, it seems, so we might be able to get those knocked off the list. And then I think we're done for Sepith farming, at least until we get Chloe and Kevin back. These guys drop waters. Only 1, but still. Righto. Dad! Dad! You lot, you're bracers, right? Leiston Fortress is currently under emergency alert. Unless your business is critical, I'll have to ask you to leave. Excuse me. My dad is the general. Would you mind getting out of the way? Is General Bright in the fortress? Of course General Bright is here, but as a result of everything not working, the army is in chaos. The general's been working without rest, sending orders out to all regions via courier, rebuilding the chain of command. Even if you are bracers, I'm afraid I can't let you see him. Okay. Could you potentially make an exception this once? This is actually General Bright's daughter. Oh, wait, really? You're Ms. Estelle Bright? I'd heard she was in the guild, but... Hells, then of course you can come in. I'll show you right to the general's... No, it's okay, really. I wouldn't want to get in the way of his job if he's that busy. Estelle. What, you nervous to meet him? Not taking advantage of nepotism bonus? I think buzzing the old man is a little is okay, don't you? Dad has his way, I have mine. I'm sure that Dad doing well in his job will make mine easier, and I think if I do the same, his job will get easier too. It's enough just knowing he's okay. Estelle. I see. Fair enough. We'll be going then. Please, give our best to the general, and let him know we stopped by if you get a chance. Of course, I do what I can. I'll see if I can catch him during mess or something. Thanks again. But we still need the engine. General Bright is personally working to reconstruct the Royal Army. The image of General Bright giving orders without a moment's rest. Even in our darkest hour, it's an inspiration for any soldier. Ah, it's a separate thing. Still explain the situation. Ask about the combustion engine. I'm not familiar with the device in question, but I can tell it must be something important. Wait here a moment. I'll go ask. Alright, I asked the quartermaster and there's a problem. It seems this combustion engine is not currently in the fortress walls. Oh god, we're being given the complete runaround. But that can't be right. Gustav said... Wait a moment, miss. I said it isn't in the fortress walls. We loaded it onto a patrol ship a short while ago for shipment back to the central factory. Oh, it's back at the city? Unfortunately, all this happened not long after takeoff. The ship made an emergency landing somewhere on the Trap Plains as a result. Okay, fair enough. Oh crap. By the way, how are we gonna move this thing? Time to go rescue an engine and a crew, it sounds like. So we just need to talk to the guards on the patrol ship about it? I know it's a pain, but that's the size of it. As I said, we think the ship landed somewhere on the Trap Plains. Good luck. Okay. Patrol ship should have touched down somewhere in the Trap Plains. Go there to find out about the combustion engine. It's also meant to show you how basic logistics is fucked by the shutdown. We've already seen it. Like... the shutdown is affecting even us, because we can't even cast spells properly. And Tita can't do anything. Pop, pop, pop. But whatever. I mean, it's not like it takes a long time to get around in this game. LaBelle is like the size of the suburb that I live in, basically. Probably smaller. It's probably the size of, like, the block. Did we bring the... Were we lugging around the combustion engine in FC as well? I completely don't remember. Alright. It's somewhere here, is it?
Done yet.
You really had to go... The current from the airship engineer go with the face portrait of the airship docks all the way to the workshop. I don't remember. I have no memory. I'm assuming it's going to be somewhere, like, in this back corner. Also, there's another monster we're doing. Yeah, the Trap Plains monster. The Abyss Worm. It was part of the main story? That's even more embarrassing that I can't remember then. I forgot I needed to be looking for the Abyss Worm when I was here. We got a big boy. I don't think you're the Abyss Worm. You're just a regular monster.
That's that. Let's move out.
Peter, it's actually really inconvenient having you in the party, to be honest. Unless we give her the fuel generator.
Done yet.
Which means you'd probably want to set her up as a caster, but her augments aren't really... You brought it up so Russell could destroy saw blades on the gospel. Oh, I think I do remember something like that. He needed it because, like, a regular engine wouldn't work because the gospel would shut it down, something like that. That's it. Yeah, the gas engine wouldn't set off the orbital shutdown. All right. So the ship's probably here. As well as the monster. Although, I don't think we should do the monster while we've got Tita. Because she's not set up.
Here for a rematch.
She can't even attack. Ah. Leave me alone. I'm looking for something.
That's that. Let's move out.
God damn.
Done yet.
Just have to kill everything. You're all in the way. Oh, here we go. Hello. Say, who are you lot? We're from the Bracer Guild, sir. Explain the situation. Asked about the engine. I see. I totally forgot about it in the chaos. Yes, we have the engine in our cargo hold. Reno, give me a hand. Yes, sir. Sorry to keep you waiting. Received combustion engine. We've got it! Sorry to trouble you. Not at all. I'm sorry to bother picking it up if things were going to end up like this. Still, all this to help get a hot spring working in a situation like this. Races seem to have different priorities than we do. Forgive us. We know things are difficult right now. No, please don't misunderstand me. I wasn't being sarcastic. For a soldier, being unable to use your orbital weaponry is nerve-wracking. We're all struggling to figure out some other way to fight off our enemies. Meanwhile, you guys are moving around with all the confidence in the world. We could learn a thing or two from you. We're just doing what we think is right, is all. We're sort of wandering around holding on to our butts right now, too, to be honest. Think all any of us can do is just try and trip over the answer. Huh, true enough. Times like this, it's only right that we should be going the extra hard to keep people at ease. Good luck restoring the hot springs, bracers. Thank you. You bet. Leave it to us. Oh. Okay, we've got the engine. Now we just need that gasoline. Central Factory may have a supply like before. Let's check there first. Good idea. Times like this, it's only right that we should be going the extra hours to keep the people at ease. Yomo Hot Springs? Man, I haven't been there in forever. Love to go take a sook sometime soon. Anyway, good luck with those repairs. Thank you. I'd at least like to figure out where this monster is. It might be in that little secret area off to the side. But for now, let's get this side quest out of the way. And I think we can unlock Tita's slots as well. Not with you, though. Up here. All good. And that's everyone, I think, for now. And they said it was in the basement, I think? Hello. Rudy? Oh, hey guys. Need something? Yeah, actually. We want gas. Huh, that does sound rough. I'll go to Elmo's Hot Springs a lot, so I'd love to help out, but you've got bad timing. We don't have anything in stock right now. Oh. Well, this is a slight problem. There's someone there. Who is it? Oh, you. Ah, Chief Murdoch. Tita, and everybody else, too. I thought I heard voices from down here and wondered what could be going on. Did another case come up? We need gas. I see, so that's it. I do remember ordering some gasoline from the Republic about a month ago. Really? 1 month. A long time for delivery. Should be here by now, right? But sir, I haven't received anything like that. No, wait. I think when I ordered it, I said there was no rush, so it's going to be delivered by sea, if I remember rightly. Oh, do we have to go to Ruin to pick it up? Sea delivery, huh? That'd mean they sent it on a regular ship, not an airship. Yes, exactly. In which case, it was probably delivered quite recently. Stands to reason it's probably stored somewhere in Ruin right now. Makes sense. Thanks to the orbital shutdown phenomenon, distribution has been paralyzed after all. So, we can get some if we go to the harbor in Ruin? Yes, that seems like your best chance. One moment. Write a short letter on the spot and signed it. Give that letter of introduction to the harbor master of the Ruin port. I've asked them to give you the gasoline if they have any in. Thanks, Chief. Thank you. Sorry for all the trouble. Not at all. I may not go as much as the professor, but I visit the hot springs plenty nonetheless. As someone in charge of the Zeiss region, this is the least I can do. Alright, I need to get back to work. Got a mountain of paperwork to get through. I see. Don't push yourself too hard, okay? If you fix the pump, maybe I'll take a little time off and go to the hot springs. Well then, if you'll excuse me. Imagine being in a sea ship? Yeah, well that's what the crew of the Arsail is in, sort of. They're stuck on the lake. Going to Ruin, the Caldia Tunnel's the shortest route, but underground is pitch black without the orbital lamps and super dangerous right now. If you're gonna use that route, be sure to be very careful. We will. All we need to do is equip the whatchamacallits. And we can take these off as well. Crimson Eye. And we have the Mind Orb. I think the Crimson Eye is better, right? Gives more defense. That's fine. Mind Orb is probably better, actually. Where is it? But the main power plant, any backup generator is probably Orbital. Completely at the mercy of the ocean waves. Yeah. You can have 2 headbands. Wrong way. Alright, let's get this over with. Oh, someone needs the goggles. Tita, put on some goggles. One. Just hold left. Zoop, zoop, zoopity boop. I already had to do this once the last time I played to go get Tita's upgrade. Now having to go back again. Oh, and everyone is blinded except for Tita, who can't attack. Yeah, there'll be sail ships and, like, paddle boats. Maybe they've got life rafts with oars. That'll get the job done. Alright. This better be the last time I have to go all the way back to Ruin, though. And I don't think we have to wait in line because we start on the harbour side. Portos. Pardon us. Can I help you? Yes, do you have a moment? Explain the situation. It's true I'm responsible for the harbor block, but oh god. You'd be better off asking Harg about this. Harg? Yes, he's responsible for freight handling in our harbor at the moment. He should be on the other side of this embankment. Oh, no. Alright, he's not too far then. Let's go talk to him. Thank you for your assistance. Be careful. Don't run off and fall into the sea. I hope you mean... Yeah, okay, he's right here. May I have a moment? What is it? Explain the situation. Gasoline? Yeah, we got some. I was just about to send it to Zeiss when all this happened, so we're securing it in the warehouse. Great! Could we take it from here, then? I don't mind, but there's a lot of it, you know? I really don't think you could carry all of it. Good point. For now, let's just carry whatever we can take. Is enough? Imagine if it was on the other side of the river. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yes, that should be enough to keep them for a while. This much shouldn't be a problem to haul. Gasoline tank X3. Well, if you need anything else, come on by again. Well, hopefully this whole mess will be sorted before that, though. Yeah, seriously. Sorry for the trouble. Up. Now then, that's the fuel taken care of. Should we get back to Elmo and upgrade the pump? Yep, I'm ready whenever. It's more like a downgrade, really. Lately, the people in town are real nice. The girl I didn't even know said thanks a bit ago. And back. Zoom. Better than nothing, sure. It's like when you install Windows 10 on a Windows 11 PC. Going backwards, but it's still an upgrade. Bye. Get out of the way. You're not landing any hits on us anyway. Up, 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 up. God, what an ordeal. Finally, almost about done though. Zoom. Fuck off!
Should have done that.
Oh my god. Oh, I missed the pom. Oh well. I'm ready to get this one over with. Okay, I've got the materials. Time to upgrade the pump. Yeah. Still though, are you sure you don't need help? Well... I prepared a diagram for the upgrades. Would you separate the parts like it says? Sure. That seems like something even we can do. Fine, guess I'll help. Yeah, we were just carrying that in the back pocket. Alright. Yep, it's finished. Alright. Good work, Tita. Same as always. You sure are good with this stuff. We don't know if it'll work or not yet. Let's test it right now. Whoa, whoa. Like the rotor in the pump started moving. Hey. Hot water. Goodness, I didn't think you'd actually get the pump working. Thanks, I can hardly believe it. Now we can let people go in the baths as much as they please. I'm glad we could help. Well, it was about 90% thanks to Tita, though. That's not true at all. I could only upgrade it because you went out and found what we needed, Estelle. Still, this time we really did end up going all over, I'll say. Global shutdown phenomena is seriously slowing us down. Very true. Technology ceasing to function deals severe damage to a society built on it. At this rate, the situation is only going to get worse. Joshua. Well, no need to be so pessimistic. Even with the Orban stuff, we managed to get the pump working. People can do anything if they put their minds to it, don't you think? Still. Ah, nicely said. Anyway, it's a job well done. You should go and take the first bath for yourself and relax from your journey. Oh, I know. Here's some special medicinal tea handed down in my family. You should drink it when you get out of the bath. It'll fix you right up. Nirvana tea. And so Estelle's group took a bath, dined on a feast of Eastern dishes, and left the Maple Leaf Inn behind them. Ah, we actually got the CP buff. Nice. We actually... Mighty Essence. We didn't... Yeah, we didn't get the recipe for this one. And with... What was this? Nirvana tea. 100% HP recovery cures all status ailments. HP max. Aside from the wine, the ingredients aren't even that bad. It's a full heal regardless of context, although I guess 10,000 HP is also a full heal. And Mighty Essence, Strength and Defense plus 20% is really nice. I think I want a couple of those as well. Hey, well, good work. Thanks to you guys, our inn is ready for business again. I'm sure it'll be a bit before the customers return, but as long as they come back, I don't mind waiting. Ah, welcome. The baths are finally available for use. Please relax and enjoy yourselves. Seems like the hot water's flowing again. I guess Alvin's prayers of the goddess must have worked. Is he over here? Ah, nothing's finer than a freshly drawn bath. It was worth sticking around until they were up and running again. Hey, you guys. Seems like you fixed the pump, huh? I guess this is the second time. Looking forward to seeing you in the future, as guests next time, hopefully. You have a maid as well, don't you? Not around. Maybe she's not working. The pump started working again. I was sure the equipment here was orbital-driven, though. How's it working, then? I heard from the soldiers here on patrol, but apparently orbits aren't working throughout the borough. That's pretty crazy. Thank goodness the pump's fixed. However, it sounds like the other orbits still aren't working. I'm sure the central factory folk are having a hard time, too. Yeah, Elmo's gotta have hot springs. There's just no Elmo without him. It's good to have the pump fixed. The inn can continue business, and it really saves us the time of boiling water. That's especially helpful now with orbits not working. Yeah, you're probably having to chop firewood and the like. The hot springs pump is back in working order. Suppose one of the technicians from the central factory must have fixed it. I wish they'd fix the lights while they're at it. Give me some vintage wine, since we just used up a bunch. Okay. Complete. We still need to do the Trap Plains monster, but to do that we will need to head back and swap out Tita. Alright, good work, Tita. Now back on the bench.
Let's do it! Right!
Now, what does this other guy do? Details are unknown. Respond with extreme caution. We're still missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 recipes. Where are those going to come in? Unless I've just missed them completely. That's a lot of dudes. Estelle, why can't you cast? Did I take off her zero fuel generator by mistake?
We're good to go.
I did too. Stupid. Oh, more guys. I'm looking over the ship just in case. Actually, I'm really just killing time. Over here, I'm guessing. Wonder what kind of speed the sea ships can go at in Zamaria. I guess it's probably not all that dissimilar to
They messed with the wrong guy.
what they're like in the real world. Not here.
Done yet.
Yeah, Orbals being completely clean is crazy. Would that there was something that easy in real life. Okay, I guess the monster has got to be on this screen then, right? There he is. Holy fuck. Oh my god, and they have a lot of health. They're weak to wind. In that case, we can make some adjustments here to speed things along. I think I better get him the Sapphire Talisman. No, we want the Emerald Talisman. Okay. I do see a crit coming in. Guess we'll probably blow Joshua on that one. God, there's a lot of them. And they have a lot of health. Oh, we can hit 3 this way. These enemies do a huge attack on everyone when they take damage. Be careful with wind. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. We're not going to be able to get any casts off. Right away. So maybe we go for Zin's ability, or maybe A-Gates? Oh, that's what you mean. How? You can't quite hit everyone. You can't hit everyone at all, really. Each enemy that gets damaged does that. We're gonna die. We're dead. Whatever. Alright. Alright, in that case, our strat seems to be let's burn them down one at a time. In which case... let's set everyone to their single target S-breaks. And we can art delay them as well. Or a turn delay anyway. Miss. We probably should have clocked down. Okay, luckily their normal attack doesn't seem to be too bad. Extend. Estelle. Give A-Gate a fort. Damn. Not a lot of damage, considering. That's okay, we're still good. It's so unfair that we can't AoE. Like, it's just really mean. Single... How does a smite do? They resist. Let's try and get a clock down going. Damn, and still not quite enough to kill. Alright, we hit most of them. That's really nice. Okay, we can't really do anything except have them finish it off, although we're in a bad position here. Let's have him use the Death Break because he might die. I guess we go for the ones that aren't disabled. $5K, pretty good. We need a heal turn really soon. There he goes. And we're not going to be able to get him up in time either. Oh, fuck. Oh, and his tail's down now as well. Fucking hell. It must count as an Earth spell as well, so we're probably taking... The guys who have their Earth... The Emerald Talisman is going to be lowering their Earth resistance as well. That's going to be causing them to take more damage. This is a wash, I think. I don't think we come back from this position. Trying to think. Taking them down one at a time is going to be really hard. Like, they have a lot of health. I wonder if we just set everyone's S-Breaks to AoE and then blew all of them, could we take down a whole bunch of them? Or would it not be enough? I feel like it wouldn't be enough because they've got so much health. We could try more aggressive healing as well. Having Earth Wall as well might also really help, because then we could block Earth Shakers. Let's see if we can get Earth Wall on ourselves. If Joshua could cast it as well, that would also be nice. So maybe we can get it on him too. You don't particularly need Ingenuity right now. That gives him Luck Rest as well. And I'm going to... We can try this once. Black Fang is a problem because it hits all of them, while the other two are AoEs. For now, maybe we could have him buff himself like this. Seeing we want him to buff himself. And we have a crit immediately as well, which is nice. They're all going to get their turns. If we attack here, they all do Earthshaker, right? We'll see what happens. What's the biggest number we can hit? That's 4. We can hit 5. Nah, it's not enough. Dead. dead. Alright, that's no good. I feel like maybe even if we had to still cast something as well, it wouldn't have gone through. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, I think we're going to be needing single target S-Breaks, unfortunately. I don't see any way to do this AoE. They just have too much health. So I think we kind of need to sort of just lock in and prepare for like a really long drawn-out battle. And it would be great to get Clock Down going on them as well. Like, maybe try and focus on getting everyone buffed up before we start attacking. I'm trying to predict where they're going to move. We do have to take advantage of crits when we can, though. That's just sort of no way around it. True Distend. Unfortunate. Yeah, even then we probably only got like half of them. Oh my god, and they poison? Fuck off! This battle is fucked up, yeah, no kidding. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. Fuck. Oh well. That was a pretty bad situation anyway. Actually didn't mean to press run. Is there maybe some other debuff spell that we can like, because they only do Earthshaker when they take damage, which means we can still attempt to debuff them. But besides Orbital Down, I'm not sure... Or Clock Down, rather. I'm not sure what's going to be helpful. I should look through the spell list. Move -4. Like, could we get them down to move 0, potentially, with this spell? And what we got? We got Silent Cross. Chaos Brand we know they're resistant to. Oh, he went straight away. Fuck. Does that Mirage that inflicts Confuse do damage, and can they be confused? Well, I tried hitting them with, one of Zin's crafts does Confuse, and I tried hitting him with that, and it said Resist, so I'm pretty sure they're resistant to Confuse. This one. I hit him with this and they said resist, so I don't think we can confuse them. But if they are... if other status effects work, it could potentially be worthwhile trying to status them. Poison 100% is pretty fucked up, I gotta say. Is that lightning ability? The lightning ability they do, is that an art? Because if that's an art, then we can potentially stop them from casting it if they don't resist mute. Alright, we gotta heal. Fuck. And in fact, it would be great to have a more powerful healing spell at this point. No, they're resistant to mute. Fucking hell. We should heal. The poison is rough. I don't know if it's worth casting Petrosphere. Like, even if it prevents them moving, it just prevents them from getting closer to us, right? Earthwall, on the other hand, is value. What other options do we have? We've got agility. I don't think the lightning fall is an art, because we can dodge it, and you can't dodge arts. Crests might be useful. And these are all our... I think maybe we should heal again. Alright. I think we're as, like, good as we can get, so... start attacking. He's going to... Wait. Oh, because we moved. Fuck. Oh, now we're gonna all get hit by Earthshaker. Awesome. We might kill him though. That killed him. I mean, thinning the numbers is what's going to help more than anything, really. We should probably take the opportunity to heal poison as well. Like, I'm really not sure what else we can do here. If we fail this, I'm gonna back out and look through the spells to see if there's anything that might turn the tables. Petrosphere, I don't think is gonna cut it. We'll give it a shot. Like, maybe it'll stop them from moving. And let's cure poison. Because their movement is obviously really low, so move -4 might stop them from moving completely. Nope, they can still move. Well, fuck. Alright, I guess we should just start attacking then. Man, they're so bunched up. Like, I so badly wish we could AoE them, but we can't. Oh, I think Joshua has Luck Rest. We should have used that. Alright, we need to do a damage. There's no way around it. What does a regular attack do for Xin? 2.2k. Alright, we're in a pretty good position, so let's just attack for now. And we can't even chain either, because chain is AoE. It looks like they're resistant to everything. This guy is going to get his turn fairly soon. I don't think we're going to be able to kill him before he gets his turn. Unless we blow an S-break, which we can do. We might. Poison. We should probably equip anti-poison. Because dealing with that is going to be a real issue. Oh, fuck. And we've got a crit coming in here. Alright, who do we attack? Lowering their speed is helping, I think. Probably just attack whoever's closest, right? Or maybe we should have used Joshua's Sever. Yeah, that poison is a big problem. Oh yeah, I think we're definitely, like, Lockdown is such a great spell. Just really good. for like dealing with especially groups of enemies. Because otherwise enemies just keep getting turns. We're in a bad situation here. We kind of just need to keep healing. And let's Earth Wall. And we should probably try and get our poison off us as well. Now we can tank one Earthshaker. He's got 8k. And we have a strength up turn. We will Arts Delay is good because then we can keep delaying. We can potentially keep delaying the Earthshaker. Let's heal up. So he was doing 2.2k with a regular attack. Does Smite do anything more? No, Smite is the same power. Guarded. Xin is not guarded. That's okay, Zin's got lots of health, he can deal with it. Yeah, at least they can't move us around. And the guys stuck at the back are also helping. Alright, let's cure. Now we really need to start getting damage going. Oh, his strength buff has fallen off. We should be able to get him down, I think. Yeah. Do you happen to know what determines how much damage S-Breaks do? Because it's clearly not based on any one stat. Because even characters that have really low strength can do really high damage with their S-Breaks. So I feel like maybe it's based on maybe whichever stat is higher, or maybe it's like the average of all their stats or something like that. Oh damn, A-Gate has moved out of range. Some of them probably use magic damage instead of physical. Well, it doesn't seem that way, because even physical limit breaks that are clearly physical in nature will still do high damage on characters with low strength. Anyway, let's just do this. And then we'll S-break here. Like, right now, Joshua doesn't have... Or maybe it is strength-based. That didn't do very much. But, Black Fang did more than that, which is weird. Let's move A-Gate back around here so he gets hit by the Earth Guard. Xin is still buffed. This guy's going to get his turn, though, and so he's going to do Earthshaker. We should get damage on him while I can, because, I mean... If you can hit them more than once between their turns, that's better, because then they only do Earthshaker once, even though you're getting multiple hits in. And we blocked that. We need to buff our strength again. Oh, the clock downs have worn off. You can see that we're not getting as many turns anymore. Okay, let's slow down for a second here. And try and get ourselves back into a good state. We got to do, because this is a marathon. Get those clock downs on. And in fact, if we could clock up ourselves, that would also be really good. Go ahead and just keep your buff going. The poison. Still, good point. We could probably... We can take a turn to refill her. Okay. Good. Alright. We're pretty sorted. Zin is not poisoned. He's not getting poisoned for some reason. Even though he got poisoned before. And let's purge Joshua. Oh my god. Fuck's sake. I actually need to heal right now. I can't cast any spells. Maybe I can get away with one spell. We need to get Earthfall going. Oh, well, I guess Estelle can do it. Yeah, it must be a high chance. We wouldn't have died from the poison, but it would have been close. I think we can win. And we have a crit here. So let's start with trying to get some damage going. We'll pick someone who's low in the turn order. Here, this guy is pretty low. This guy has less health, but he goes next. So I don't want to hit him. Yeah, we just need we just need to, like, get ourselves all set up to do damage before we start doing damage. That's all it really takes. And clocking up ourselves is going to help immensely as well. We should port. I don't think we have luck port. No. Get that going on A gate. There's that, but we block most of it. Alright, his strength is up. This is about as good a position as we can be in, I think. So... that guy's 8k, that guy's at 9k. That delays his turn. We don't know by how much. This guy's turn is later. Try and get him down. And then Xin attack. Oh, he moved out of the way. That's a bummer. Ah, Sin's gonna miss the earth wall. Fine. What do I do here? we could just try and get this guy down as quickly as we can before he Earthshakers. I think we might have enough power to get him down if we just burst him now. There we go. Okay, we're in pretty good shape. Yeah, we're getting there. I think, like, from here, it's not too bad because we've already eliminated a lot of them. So let's get rid of this guy. Get this guy delayed. We're still not going to be able to hit Zin with this, unfortunately. So maybe we go for a heal instead. Joshua. Let's try and speed up on our casters is going to help a lot. Let's try and get this guy going. And he's still not within range of the Earth Wall. Oh my god, the poison, man. At this point, it's like, it's too annoying to back out and start again, but I kind of want, like, if we had to, I would definitely equip poison resist, because this is getting insane. Delay him. Attack with a spell. Joshua does really good spell damage, so that's still good. And I think we can probably get him down from here. Yeah, Estelle can get him down. And we'll take the opportunity to move Zin back into range. We need to heal. You're being really fucking annoying. But at least look how many turns we're getting now that we've got our speed up. Alright. Start trying to deal some damage, shall we? We get the Earth Wall. We get the Curia. That's fine, we block it. Block up in the first game is not that impressive. Or maybe it is, but I wasn't paying attention. Clock up X is really nice because it's 50%. I don't think regular clock up is as good. I don't think it's as noticeable. And because it lasts such a short amount of time as well, right? It only lasts like 4 turns or something. You're right, clock down is wearing off. But it's not so bad now because there's only 3 of them. So, but for now, let's just... let's punch. We might be able to get rid of this guy first. Yeah, we're moving out of Earthfall range here. Here's what I'm thinking. This should get him down a fair ways. And then we can do this. And this should kill him. And we don't have to worry about that. Now we can refresh clock down. I feel like clock up lasts longer now. Especially clock up X. From this position, Earthwall is a bit cumbersome. I think from here we just try and blitz. We just try and go for the kill. Yeah, he doesn't get his turn for ages. Alright. And then from here we can just sort of... we can delay him, I think. I would rather do that. Critical. Let's have him use your S-Break. Alright. All done. Holy fuck. What a nightmare. Buffs don't use turns, they use the timing delay thing. If you clock up someone and literally only move them, they'll get lots of turns of clock up. Really? It feels to me like buffs wear off faster the more turns the enemy gets. So like Orbital down, like clock down there lasts quite a long time. And it's also because it feels like it's turn-based. Oh man. Oh, right. I get what you mean. It's not it is turn-based, but it's based on how long that particular character gets delayed. So, like, I thought you meant it's just based on the number of turns, like the number of turns in sequence of each character. So, like, for example, if you use clock ups, and if clock up, say, lasts 10 goes, then it doesn't matter who the next 10 goes, go to. After 10 goes, it wears off. But that's not how it works. I thought it was based on the number of turns that character got, but you're saying it's based on also what actions they take. Basically, how much they're delayed by what they do. So, like, they say it has... So, like you say, attack is 2,000, move is 700, and clock up gives you maybe, like, 10,000 action points worth of buff. So it goes down when the character uses their turn or something like that. So, but that's also why clock down is so powerful, because it lets you get so many more turns relative to the enemies, but it only wears off as fast as they get their turns, which is now much slower, and so it lasts a really long time. Like, I was definitely underestimating the value of buffs. In the first game, at least. Because something I've also realized in this game is that how much damage you do is a factor of your attack versus the enemy's defense, which is obvious, right? But my assumption was that it would be something like, you know, the defense is basically like a percent mitigation of how much damage you do, but that's not how it works. It's more like subtraction. And so adding just, I thought like if you increase the character's strength by 25%, they would do 25% more damage, but that's not how it works. If you can increase a character's damage by 25% and it makes their, like if they're only doing like 100 damage or something, increasing by 25% is going to greatly increase their strength relative to the enemy's defense. So they might do multiple times more damage than they were doing before. That's why stuff like Zin's Distend is so powerful, because it increases by 60%. And so he can be doing like double or triple damage potentially. Yeah, 50% debuff to an enemy's defense. That's crazy. But maybe it's my imagination, but I felt like in the first game, maybe I just didn't play with them enough. But the buffs just didn't last long enough for it to be worth it. Like, the character would get maybe like 4 turns with the buff, and then it would be gone. And like Tempur, like you say, that's really powerful, but it only seems to last 1 turn. Like, after the enemy gets their next turn, it's gone. And so it's powerful if you can get a lot of attacks in a very short amount of time, but otherwise it's like not as good. And then there are buffs that are just not seemingly not that good, like this one, move +2. I can't really see this as like the situation where it would be worth spending a turn to use to like give one character +1 move is not gonna happen. And agility +50%. Enemies rarely miss, and like since this is already based on the character's agility stat, this is only has a lot of value if their agility is already high. So there's lots of things to consider like that. Like the wind buffs I don't think are that good, but there are definitely some other good buffs. Like Earthwall is fucking insanely good. What else do we got? Gaia Shield, that's all. Agility becomes real shit from Crossbill onwards. That's one of the later games, I'm assuming. Yeah, agility, because I mean, maybe if you stack agility as much as you can get a character that actually dodges reasonably often, but it's still not something you can rely on. It just means, like, maybe you get to waste more of the enemy's turns, which is nice, but, like, going out of your way to buff it doesn't seem like it has a huge amount of value. Oh, well, these ones, recovery. Fort is good, like, for physical characters. I wish there was a buff that buffs arts. Every 3D game is a way to get at least one character that gets basically 100% dodge chance. That'd be sick. I wish there was a spell that buffed arts power. That would be really nice. There's one that buffs arts defense, but I don't think there's one that buffs arts power. There's move and agility, not that great. And the seal, like... Status effects could potentially be so good, but enemies are just immune to them way too much. Maybe those guys... Hang on. Now that we can look at them... Is it in here? The Void Worm we're looking for. Abyss Worm, there it is. Oh, we got poison too from that. I didn't even notice. What's this one? That's a lower level version. That must have been from way before. The only difference is the drop. So one of them is configured to drop the poison too. 994 defense. It looks like they're... I can't see anything they're not immune to. I don't know the symbols by heart. I think that's poison, freeze, petrify, sleep, mute, blind, seal, confuse, faint, instant death, And I don't know what that last one is. I don't know what that X one on the very end is. But yeah, they were immune to everything, so there was no way... there was no way that status effect strategy would have ever done anything. Commander said something about this whole incident while he was eating. Thinking about it, I wonder what's really happening at Harkengate. Maybe it would be better if I didn't know. Let's rest. Arts buffs in future games would be nice. I didn't go through all the spells either. Clock Up is great. Anticept is okay. There aren't that many enemies that use arts, and of the ones that do, there aren't that many that are susceptible to mute. But for the ones that are, it's nice. Clock Down, amazing spell. Clock Up X, amazing spell. Orbital Down, also good spell. That's also, I guess Orbital Down is the equivalent of an arts buff, because it lowers the enemy's arts defense. So it, in effect, buffs your own character's arts. And in that way, it's good. Orbital Down is really good. Particularly because it affects the entire battlefield. I should have used it. I should have used it in that fight. What else we got? Support. What is Acrest? Arts defense plus 30. Again, enemies don't use arts that often. KO and Feint. Enemies aren't very often. Feint. Strength and defense is good. Zodiac is awesome. It's just so hard to get. And Silver Thorn. Medium area, confused 90%. Not enough enemies. Not enough enemies susceptible to confuse. Silent Cross prevents arts and crafts. Maybe that's what that X... maybe that's what the X status effect is. Oh, it'll have it listed in here, won't it? Rage, I see. So he couldn't have even used Taunt there. Yeah, I remember. Silver Thorn is what he used, I think. Was it? Or did it... Yeah, that was it. Or was it Silent Cross? I guess it was Silver Thorn. But yeah, the Mirage spells is like... could be good, but it's so hard to get them. What are these other ones? Suspended. Character cannot be selected or act. Don't think I've seen that one. Morph. I don't think I've seen that one either. But all the others, Art Guard, Craft Guard. Those are different as well. And art delay characters, AT delay characters turn will be delayed and KO'd. Alright, so I've got a pretty good handle on what kind of spells they have. What have you got for sale? Foul and Magma Roast. Yeah, they're probably enemy-only status effects, and I don't think I've seen them either. Immune to arts and immune to crafts. I mean, we've definitely encountered enemies that are immune to arts and craft, or immune to fizz and immune to arts. Ram's been yawning like crazy for a while now. However, today at least, I'm not letting him fall asleep. I don't want to be alone in a situation like this. Phew. Been so on edge lately that I'm getting tired. Where are we? We're at the Wolf Fort. Can we actually go through the gate? Hey, that way's Republican territory. Please don't do such careless things in an emergency like this. Fair enough. My soldiers are concerned over the stuck gate, but compared to Harkengate, final boss of FC has two buddies, one immune to arts and one immune to physical. Yeah, we've seen, like, in Luciola's fight, the phantoms that she summons, one of them is immune to arts and the other one is immune to fizz. And even regular enemies, you routinely run into ones that reflect arts or that reflect fizz. Compared to Harkengate, this is paradise. I don't think there's anything to get so worked up about, personally. Here, read a book or something and relax. I have no idea where the ones I missed are. We missed 5, 9, and 11. We got some levels from that, right? Agate went up what level? That's pretty good. While we're here, we should do the tower. We should go up Carnelia Tower to get the orb. I didn't change any of it. Alright, we should change this back. Go ahead and have the glove gear. Crimson Eye. You can have your second headband. Gambler Jack is like 3/4 flashback. I don't want to read it if I don't have the complete set, because it's so annoying having to like, well, not only missing the pieces, so you don't really get what's going on in the story if you're missing like a middle chapter, but also having to like stop and start and then having to remember next time where I was up to. I would rather just get the complete set and then read it all in one go, but we've already missed the opportunity to do that, so whatever. Alright, let's head up the tower. We'll get those dudes at the top. We're low on CP, but that's fine. We regenerate it quickly. I don't remember the way around here at all. We're only getting flyers. Guess I can find it online. I probably could. I'm not that interested, to be honest. I feel like I can probably live without reading Gambler Jack. These guys I can definitely kill, though. Like, what was the one in the first game? Carmelita? Well, that didn't seem that interesting. And there was also the Doll Knight that I read the whole thing of, I think. Or I skimmed it, at least.
Care for a rematch?
What am I doing?
They messed with the wrong.
Just got lost in destroying enemies. Let's keep going. I need waters, but these guys don't drop any, so go fuck yourselves. And get him out of the way, at least.
Care for a rematch?
Carnelia is one of the better ones? Well, too late now. Here we go. Quick save. Oh, and we changed our ornaments, didn't we? We should change these back. Be right back. No worry, it's just gonna kill this thing. Man, I wish Agate had something that would let him buff his strength like crazy. Like Zin has. 0. Fucking hell. Oh, they're weak to water. Is that true of these ones as well? No, they're regular. Alright, man, can you kill these? You do a little bit of damage. Ow! Holy fuck! Maybe we can get rid of them in one go here. Oh, I forgot to change their fucking things back. Fuck! Whatever. Ow! Holy shit! I'm gonna want you to be revived for this. So we should actually just heal for now. Oh, I forgot they could do that. We can do better.
We're good to go.
Oh, our move is down. That's rough. Alright, this is over. Dead.
We're good to go.
All done. Nice, Sepith. Power Orb. No, that's different. They're not all Mind Orbs. And I'm guessing the Power Orb gives us Strength. Strength plus 50. Holy. We can use that for sure. Here you go, Agate. Yo! Alright, we definitely have to go get the one at Bows. Do the Tower of Bows, because if we can get 2 Power Orbs, 2 Mind Orbs, that's goated. Out of the way. We don't really need to be wasting our time here. We don't need fire, Sepith. How do I get down? There we go. Floor 2. There we go. Let's quickly run by Elmo to use the bards and restore our CP. But then I think we're good to get out of this area. We've beaten all the monsters.
should have done that.
What was that? Is there someone there? Hello. Oh, you're the maid. I came to see the baths and the pump really is fixed. Yes, we're back in business. Bathe. Nice. Alright, let's go turn in these quests, and then I guess we're off to the next area. I wonder if we can go through Gransel. Or if it's going to make us go all the way around.
They messed with the rock.
I wonder if, does it actually say in that, the monster we just fought, does it say in their description? Causes quakes when injured, it does. If I bothered to read, well, you told me already what they did before I had a chance, so I guess I didn't have to. Alright, let's send in these quests. Hello. I received word from the factory chief. Sounds like you're rather busy. Did something come up? Ah, right, we should make a report. Yeah, so actually, explain the details of the pump repair. Ah, I see. Sounds like you've really been taking bracer work to heart. Yeah, I know it's kind of a small thing to worry about in an emergency like this, but I can't just abandon people in trouble. That's the true mentality of a bracer. I believe it was the right decision. The second principle of the Bracer Guild Code is prioritizing civilian safety. Your line of thinking, therefore, was correct. You can keep your head high when you say what you've accomplished. Haha, thanks. I feel a bit more confident hearing that from you, Kilika. That ends our report. Well then, I'll have your work assessed immediately. When you're ready to be paid, give your report again in full. So, just come and report again to get paid? Yes, please. Greater Roadway, Rat Plains, Hot Springs, B class. Good work. It seems you successfully accomplished your goals. If you complete any missions, come report them to me. Alright. We are done. Let's move it. Get out of here. How are we doing on Sepith? We've got 211 waters. Not as much as I'd like, but not too bad. I don't think we have to go out of our way to fight anything. Time to find out if it's going to let us through Gransel. And we're about to lose our last zero fuel, or well, one of our last zero fuel generators, so we're only going to have one character who can cast. Which I guess should be Joshua? Or maybe someone else. The brass seems so unconcerned about it all. I'm really worried. We've got to protect this region with our guns not working after all. Couldn't we at least prepare some barricades, maybe? Those guys who are getting scared just because they can't use their orbital guns are useless as soldiers. One way or another, if things come to a real melee, you can't use guns anyway. It's gonna come to that, I'll fight with my bayonet from the get-go. The airships can't fly, then our responsibility is all the greater. With air passage cut off, the only routes to invade the capital are from the east and west. In other words, if our security is sufficient, then we can protect the peace of the capital. I've been having this recurring dream lately. In it, the whole world's a dead wasteland except for this guard post. That's kind of what it was like when communications were dead. I still get scared whenever I think of how there are no travelers coming through. Macho Meat Stew, we've got that one, I believe. Or do we? Oh, we do. Never mind. Hey, welcome. Since you're here, grab something to eat, yeah? I'll give you the best meal you've ever had. Passion omelette. Be so obsessed with evaluating men at a time like this. Seems like there's more than one screw loose in Tammy's head. Where did I go wrong raising her? A man's true value is something you find out in a crisis. Someone you can rely on in a pinch is the real thing, I think. In that sense, this situation is the perfect chance. You bet I'm gonna be evaluating maybe some fine men. Go for it. People. What will the enemy's next target be? I can't even imagine. Right now, the essential thing is to not move for little things. We need to solidify our defenses and wait to see how the enemy moves. Of course, that could be the enemy's goal itself. The untraceable Crimson Soldiers and those groups of machine-like monsters. There are hidden enemies lurking within the kingdom these days. Even if the gate doesn't close, I will not let them do as they please. We have our own pride as the shield of the kingdom, after all. I just remembered, we have to change the S-brakes. I'll not let those conspiratorial forces do as they please. Who's on the roof? No one? Zip. No one. That floating island's still floating around today, too. Ever since that island appeared, orbments haven't worked. I kind of feel like that itself isn't at fault. Just my own impression, but there's something sublime about it. I wonder when they eventually remake this game. I know they've already remade FC. When they remake SC, you'll probably be able to see the Oreo from wherever you are in LaBelle, and that'll be really cool. Instead of the characters just being saying that they can see it. Yo, still, everyone. Must be hard having to come all the way out here. Hey, Gundalf. It's been a while. On patrol? Yeah, more or less. Thought I'd put my legs to work and keep an eye on things around here. Well, you guys can focus on your own mission. Leave the general upkeep to me. Yeah, understood. Much appreciated. Well then, pardon us. Yeah, best of luck to you. If orbments aren't working, then Night Guard is going to be a real nail-biter. With no lights, there's no way to see any enemies coming. Apparently they sell those goggles over in Zeiss that let you see even in the dark. I wish they'd consider buying a couple of those for our squad. How do those work if not for orbsments, the night vision goggles?
Done yet.
I did get poisoned too. I wonder if this is... Oh, and we got Septium Vein as well. We can get rid of this. I wonder if 20% poison is worth it over 10% petrify. Probably not, right? Because poison does percent base damage. It'd be nice for some things, but not great for others. Too bad we can't cast any spells.
They messed with the wrong guy.
I don't think we have quite enough win steppers to justify buying an Impede 4. I don't think we have to go to the capital, do we? No, just the Roland branch. We can stop by Grancel though, surely. Or will they not let us in? Alright, we can go in. Maybe we get some quests? Apparently, someone's moved into the open house I was thinking of renting in the West Block. Seems he's going to run a shop, but that old guy is just plain suspicious if you ask me. Tom, the repair guy over the factory, is a real trustworthy person. If he says it's not a malfunction, I believe him. Zacharias thinks they're trying to make him buy the new model units. The night is so dark that you can see lots of stars. It's so pretty. Talk about inconvenient. It's so dark at night that I can't even go to the toilet. Dick's a scaredy cat who can't even go to the toilet on his own. So it's not really any different from normal. I'm learning how to make popcorn over an open flame like we used to do. I'm usually pretty unlucky, so I'm used to trouble. I'm sure things will go back to normal someday, so we just gotta get through the now. Even just waiting like this makes me nervous. Ah, and here's the spiel. Sorry, but the factory's closed for business right now. A few days ago, all orbital-driven equipment stopped working. No clue why. At this rate, though, I'm out of a job. Oh, right, of course. Don't worry, though. I think we have a little something to help with that. A little something? Let me explain. Is that true? Well, the equipment's right there. Could you give it a shot? Yeah, if you don't mind. Well then, if you let me borrow the equipment for a moment. Stored power. Oh, it really worked. Alright, if you want to tune your orbits, now's the time. Actually, we're good. Still, those generators or whatever are incredible. Just to check, would you be willing to sell one? Even if the cost's a bit high, I'd be interested. After all, if my equipment was the only stuff that worked, I'd rake in the mirror. I wish we could, but... I'm sorry, they're needed for an important mission. Besides, even if we were able to open your factory, the citizens can't use their orbits, so there wouldn't be much point, you see. There is that problem, huh? Well, bring that when you come by. If you do, you'll be able to use the factory like normal. Holy crap, we've got so much time spaces. Got 4 of those. 2 of those. We can buy another hit, sure. We're rolling in it. Go ahead and buy a 4th Action 4, why not? We got them to spare. Seems like everyone finally understands that all orbits everywhere aren't working. Seems like the announcement from the Queen Alicia had some effect. Anyway, all we can do is put up with it while we do what we can. Even if orbits stop, nothing can cool the passion for fishing. This is exactly the time to get to the citizenry to enjoy fishing and calm themselves. It also secures food supplies, so it's 2 birds with 1 stone. Our society's members are pretty used to outdoor activities. Seems like they're not as buttered as other people when it comes to roughing it. Lloyd's even lighting fires, rubbing sticks together. You've got matches and stuff there, right? Don't see any tourists around at all anymore. I mean, not much you can do about it, but it's pretty sad. All the younger people are pretty shocked, it seems. Never been a day in their lives when they didn't have orbits. Of course, the fishermen's group is proving to be pretty tough. The capital somehow managed to regain its calm. This too is also thanks to the Queen's proclamation. Ah, I never knew the sun could be so bright and warm. Nights are so dark and cold. It makes me all the more anxious. Hello. Oh ho! Stell, everyone, and Joshua. Welcome back. I'm glad you've returned safely. Hello, Elnan. I'm sorry if I worried you. No, hardly. I'm just glad to see you well. I hope you continue to be a valuable member of the guild. Sorry to cut in, Elnan, but how are things here in Gransel? Yes, well, the city's in chaos thanks to the sudden shutdown of all orbital devices. The local factory is snowed under in repair requests, as I understand it. However, Queen Alicia has made a proclamation. She has declared that the government is devoting every resource to investigating and reversing the shutdown phenomenon, and that citizens should try to continue their daily lives as best they can. It seems to have quelled the worst of the panic for now. Looks like Queen Alicia's on top of it, as always. Yes, but that giant flying thing above Valeria Lake. Citizens are putting 2 and 2 together and saying it's the cause of the orbital problems. I see. That's not very surprising. The number of people staring at it in harbour grows hourly. Beyond that, the only other major change is that the gate to Gransel Castle won't open, courtesy of the orbital suspension. Okay. Things are calmer here than I thought they'd be, honestly. Yes. If the situation drags on, however, I don't think things will remain so placid. We need to restore communications across the country so that we can organize a solution as soon as possible. So we need to restore the phones in each city. Meaning our mission is pretty critical. Let's get back to it then. All that's left is Roland. Yeah, let's hurry. It is not an overstatement to say that the future of the world may rest on your shoulders. Good luck, all of you. All allies. Doesn't seem like you have any jobs to report right now. You have jobs here? Brancel sewers and herb scenic route. Use powerful arts, may possess blood-sucking attacks. Okay. Arts defense useful. Specializes in needle attacks, can increase monster stats. Are Chloe and Kevin here? This is where they're supposed to be, right? I wonder why the stove wasn't working. It's hard to cook without a stove. As long as I have that man, I'm scared of nothing. We didn't used to have ornaments, so we can live just fine. You got anything interesting for sale? Nope. Same stuff as everywhere else. No matter what, I have to keep my wife safe. Good advice. Youch! Daytime's not so bad. At least it's warm and I can see what I'm doing. Cooking at night, however, now that's a real pain. I just hope I don't set myself on fire. This sucks! Not being able to use ornaments is such a hassle. I trust that Her Majesty will be able to fix everything soon, however. Yep, she's going to fix physics. You can see the flying island thingy from the harbor from what I hear. Let's say we go see for ourselves. I just don't feel like it right now. Why, when I was a young lad, we didn't even have ornaments. There's not a darn thing inconvenient about living without them, I say. If anything, it brings me back to my youth. Bringing it back to your youth doesn't stop all this from being inconvenient. No matter how trying the circumstances, I've never lost the strength to endure. So long as we stay strong and endure, Her Majesty will surely pull through for us. Phew, it took a bit, but I think I'm getting used to this cooking with fire thing. If the people from the fishermen's group hadn't taught me, I'd probably be closer business at this point. We have the food hot pot. Yes, we do. The surface of the meat is roasted perfectly and smells wonderful. Direct heat's cooking different than normal, but kind of nice. Seems like it's hard to control the fire, though. Creedy was having a rough time of it at first. All the same. Alright. Going through all of Grancel might take a while. General Cassius and Colonel Sitter in the Royal Army. Just thinking that calms me. The Royal Army is still maintaining heightened security. I'll do my best too in case the worst happens. Nights sure are long when you can't use ornaments. I'm so anxious I can't sleep. It's so depressing to see the sunset. To youths nowadays, ornaments not working is a source of terrible anxiety, it seems. Of course, it sure does make it hard to boil water. Guess I've gotten complacent too. In international society, a liberal superiority is maintained by our orbital technology. The non-aggression pact is a sign of that. If the situation continues, even the Queen won't be able to. Liberal is a country that developed as much as it has thanks to ordnance, yes? If ordnance remain unusable like this, things will surely become more than just inconvenient. I thought the orbital shutdown problem was just in the capital. It seems like it's affecting other regions too. If ordnance remain unusable forever, what's going to happen to this country? The Lind is still stuck in Roland. I was so worried about my child that I came back to the capital. The rooms are so dark and cold. It's really scary, but I'm doing my best to be brave, just like Mama said. Don't tell anyone, but I was so relieved when I saw Mama's face I cried. The Grancel Cancel Kitchen is making our ice cream. The Queen said she wanted to make sure everyone could try it. I was shocked to hear the Queen had eaten my ice cream. Got all those. That thing that appeared at the lake is super suspicious. I mean, doesn't it just look suspicious? More like, seriously, give me a break. Don't you think this lifestyle is so tragic? Welcome! The history is open for free to all. At the behest of the Queen, who hopes our service will help the citizens relax in some way. I came here thinking it might be at least a chance to clear my head. Hope everything goes back to normal soon. Apparently the Queen mandated that attendance is free for this place. Seems to have cheered my children up. I bet we could use this without orables. I've never seen a child that was cheered by visiting a history museum. Something strange has happened to the towers in each region that we were researching. The top of the towers were engulfed in some strange blackness and then went back to normal after a while. I wonder what that was. Actually, the global shutdown started when all of the tower's abnormalities had stopped. There's no particular damage to the History Museum. Even so, it doesn't change that it makes daily life hard. This event has made it very clear just how heavily we were relying on orbital energy. There might be a subquest in Bransel as well. What a curious design. Lots of people here, for a change. Even without ornaments, you can still look at ancient relics and imagine the past. Archaeology should be something doable even in the greatest trials. Ooh, this is a true man's romance. I'm not gonna get down over something like this. Wow. So they used stuff like this in the past, huh? Orbital energy never returns. I guess we'll go back to the era when we used these. Medieval loom. And check the landing port. Currently, as all orbital energy is suspended, none of our aircrafts are able to fly. We'll gladly offer refunds here for any tickets. We are sincerely sorry. It's all over. The tour plan I put everything into is worth nothing now. No one's gonna be traveling in these circumstances, huh? For a while, this place was packed with people, but thanks to the Queen, they seem to have calmed down. Just a bit ago, I heard something similar happened in Zeiss. To think it's this nerve-wracking being unable to use ordnance. At the moment, we are reconsidering all flights. We ask you for your understanding. Reconsidering. Seems like the Cecilia and the Lynn are grounded over in Bowles and Roland. Well, nothing for it then. Just gotta wait and keep the landing port in shape until things change. I thought the chief engineer would be freaking out more, to be honest. Seems like being in this desperate situation has actually calmed him down. Well, he was always this confident. Zoom! And that's it. Can we get into the embassies, I wonder? You guys are... please pass through. Oh, Olivier's not with us, but can we pass anyway? Yes, there's no problem. Given the situation, the ambassador would like as much information as he can get, it seems. I've been informed that if you braces came by, you were to be let through. Oh, okay. Well then. We can go in. Oh, ha ha ha. I wonder if my father and mother in the Empire are safe. Olivier left the other day. I wonder if he's alright. Not being able to communicate with your own country in a situation like this is terrifying, I'll admit. I wonder what that last communique from the Empire meant. He was yelling something like, "What do you mean, don't move?" I wonder what that object floating above the lake is. Is this phenomenon occurring in the Empire as well? Be nice to know something. Knowing nothing at all is so nerve-wracking. You know that golden floating object? I've never seen or heard of anything like that before in my entire life. And creepy, that much is for sure. Got a job for us? There was a strange order from Ereboni before the Opal shutdown occurred, from what I've been told. Just as the ambassador tried to inquire about it, communication suddenly dropped. What on earth could it mean? Hello, Ambassador Cranard. Oh, you lot. Good timing. What do you know about the current situation? Any details you could provide would be a great assistance. Well, this is certainly out of the blue. Far from it. Orban's malfunctioning on such a mass scale is utterly unheard of. I won't be able to keep regular contact with Ereboni at this rate. I can't even get any work done. It's unacceptable. I see. Pardon me, sir. Have you inquired with Gransel Castle yet? It's possible the Queen Alicia might be able to help you. Of course! I did that some time ago. Several times, in fact. I've yet to receive a response of any kind from Her Majesty. I think it's safe to assume that the palace is in just an unfortunate state, given the circumstances. Oh. If I could just restore communications, I could handle the rest. We can't give him a ZFG, right? Of course not. We barely have enough as it is. He just has to deal with it for now. I wish communications could be restored at least. No quest. We'll save the sewers. Professor Russell and Zeiss might know something. With ornaments unusable, even our gorgeous capital is pitch black at night. Seems like the Queen is looking into the situation, but I wonder if she'll really find a way to make them work again. The Royal Army is still maintaining heightened security. I'll do my best too in case the worst happens. No one in the little pot. You guys. A broken heart bathed in the golden glow of dusk, the remnants of the dreams of the strong. Apparently, Anton's heart was shattered once again in Roland. Seems like he intends to be a dramatist or something now. Oh, Zin, please go on through. Many thanks. Given the situation, I bet it's rough over at the embassy, huh? Yeah, Ambassador Cochrane's been running around all over the place trying to get a grasp on the situation. I was told she'd like to hear the story direct from you bracers, so I'm to let you through. Huh, alright. Since orbital lighting doesn't work, we're getting our light with lamps. Lamps are inconvenient and need care when handling, but there's something really heartwarming about them. Maybe a bit inappropriate to be thinking of that right now, though. Ah, we can read the Tall Night again. We didn't have ornaments when I was young, so I'm not really that fussed that they're out now. I understand why one would worry, since ornaments are so common nowadays, but perhaps now is exactly when I can be of aid to the Ambassador. Even Ambassador Cochrane seems quite tired. Her efforts to gather information have taken quite the toll on her sleep, apparently. My husband is currently off at Grantsel Castle. He apparently wants to inquire directly if there's any way to contact our home country. I think he'll just end up waiting pointlessly without an appointment, though. As always, he's missing the point. Given that all communication from Le Beurre is cut off, I imagine the Republic is in quite a tizzy. Eventually, someone will send an investigation team to represent them. We need to gather as much information as we can before then, but... No one here? Ambassador. Hello, Ambassador Cochrane. Still, good timing. I will put this to you directly. Do you have any information about the situation? Given that the Royal Army seems to be acting quite calmly and confidently, I assume this situation was predicted. Ugh, she's sharp. It seems I've let myself get a bit flustered by it all. I can guess Le Beurre has its own circumstances. Even if you knew anything, you probably couldn't tell me everything. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. Thinking about if our positions were reversed, I really can't complain. Ambassador Cochrane, let me just ask one thing then. Are we okay to just wait like this? What? He's asking if she can leave the situation to the Bracer Guild. To us, in other words, I think. Yes, of course. Right now, the Bracer Guild and the Royal Army are putting their full force into investigating this. I'm sure we'll resolve this phenomenon and get things back to normal. Please do. If it's come to this, then us acting carelessly isn't a good idea. While this is disconcerting, we'll just stand strong and wait for things to settle. We probably have to rendezvous back at Grantsel after we're done with Roland anyway, right? If we're not going to get anything to sell coming to us, we'll just have to get our stock to sell ourselves. Sell anything you can at all. After all, our customers surely want product. Even if there's things we can't do anything about, we'll do the heck out of what we can do. Lately, we haven't been getting our fish from Ruin, but from the Fisherman's Guild, apparently. I thought they were purely a hobbyist group, but with the Ormond's dead, it seems they're really stepping up. My sister, who was heading to Bose, is apparently in Roland. Thank goodness, she's safe. I wasn't worried or anything. I'm going to challenge her head-on and win the position of T sales staff, after all. She's getting married, bro. She's gone. Welcome. Thanks to all the orbital energy going kaput, the latest edition of the Liberal News is only sold in the capital. Even so, the reporters and editors are incredible for managing to get an issue out at all. I gotta do my part and sell like crazy. Issue 10. How are we doing for... We're all good. Let me buy some more of these. Curia bombs. Forget about pots and plates. We need to secure food. It's getting serious. Our manager's pretty reliable, right? I can see why she says if I were on a glacier, could even sell ice. And you sell accessories, which we've got. Alright, let's head into the sewers. What is the sewer monster? Uses powerful arts and blood-sucking attacks. Let's get this out of the way before we give away our last other ZFG. Do you have some business in the sewers? You're welcome to go in, but be careful. Sure. And fish. We can do a spot of fishing quickly. I'll just use the high tier baits. Not a good spot. Not a good spot. How about a trout? Not a good spot. Eel. Not a good spot. Salmon. No one's biting. Okay, forget it.
That's that. Let's move out.
Ooh, delicious waters. And we've got a whole big line of them ready for being all lined up, ready for us to slaughter them.
They messed with...
We're good to go.
Pop, pop, pop.
Savor the victory.
Alright, we've got several options here. That's where we came in. That's that. Is that an unopened chest? Holy fuck, how did I miss that? No. Nice. The chest flipped its latch at you. You get the feeling it's not a friendly gesture. Holy fuck, an unopened chest. And here's one too, another one. You realize that coming back from war is probably selfish. You decide to leave remains to others. I guess I didn't go into the sewers when I was here the first time. I couldn't be bothered. That movement speed. Crimson Eye. Oh, because... Right, the Crimson Eye is slowing him down massively. Oh, these guys are gonna blow up. No thanks. Get out of the way! Pissing me off. Go that way. What's over here? That goes to the next area. Wow, they still deal that much damage, even this late in the game.
Go.
Monsters. Ah, they're quite resistant to fire. Ah, we can't get a spell up quick enough. What about you, Joshua? Even he can't quite get it fast enough. Why do you not have AoE? Well, just do White Gehenna then. Or Zin, just fuck him up. Zero. We can get all the items we missed the first time. Crystal heals. Game in the chest on the familiar side of nothing. Oh, how you've missed this. It's an early game item, right? Oh, it'll be the women only. Defense 70, move 2, speed 5, agility 10. Yeah, we got way better than that now. Didn't miss it. Where the fuck am I? That's where we came in. Right? I've forgotten now. Yeah. We have to... We got a map of the sewers at some point, I thought. Not gonna deal with exploders. Goes over there. What's over here? Lots of things. Goes down. Also goes down. Lever is locked in position, cannot be moved. That looks like our boss enemy. So let's heal up. $9K. Immune to wind. Not immune to fire and such. Hang on. I want to... Why does Joshua... Oh, because his fire spell is probably... Yeah, I see. Actually, I don't think there's much we can do. Because we also need wind to get AoE at all. This is the best we can do, I think. Hey, Gate, maybe you can start off by getting rid of these things. Extend. Going to use arts. What about if I was to do this? What would you say? What would you do? Or what if I was to do something like this? I guess we should heal A-Gate before we do anything else. And how about I go ahead and do this? Broken ass Thunder God kick saves the day. Oh no! He's blinded the one guy we don't want to be blind. Cure. Bring to use arts? How about I don't care? Get punched.
They messed with the wrong guy.
Welcome back. We've proceeded to Gransel, and now I'm cleaning out the sewers. Death. I saw we got an item called Death. Is that a quartz? It is. Kill enemy with 20% success. Holy moly. That's pretty crazy. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any characters we can really add it to. It would be great on Joshua, but I've got him set up as a caster at the moment. And I don't really want to replace Action 4. Particularly as we're not really using him for physical attacks at the moment. But definitely great pickup. Because I didn't bother with the sewers on my first time in Gransel, I'm actually finding unopened chests. What was in here? We didn't go in here, I don't think. Like this one. Trickster. Olivier weapon. As you close the chest, it gives you a sad look. It wishes it had something more for you, too. What the hell, man? You missing on me this late in the game? Got some spine? A hearty bone-in meat dish. We've never seen this before. Learned recipe for got some spine. Well, there's one of the ones we missed. I didn't check what it did, though. 3,800 health, defense 20%. It's alright. We got better food now, though. More fishing spots. Where the hell are we? Holy fuck, this goes on for ages and ages. Hang on, I need to get my bearings. I need to make sure I've cleared everything out. Got there.
Savor the victory.
What was in here? That was that. And then that was that. That's where the monster was. Okay, I think I'm good. This is the secret path that goes to the inside of the castle, isn't it? Get rid of that thing.
Care for a rematch?
Good thing. And we found a chest with 200 water Sepith, which is exactly what I wanted. We've got plenty of Sepith now. I think I actually have enough to hopefully upgrade the last couple characters when we get them back. I don't remember seeing you.
We're good to go.
Filling out monsters that we never got a chance to fill out.
Care for a rematch?
Another chest. Zero bomb. Chest's empty, but if you keep opening and closing the lid, it looks like it's talking. Aha! Edelgarders. Tiny handwritten note you didn't notice previously. It reads, "Please do not pick." But this is all early game stuff that I just missed before. Edelgarders. Move +1 men only. Boring. Oh, that looks like the end of this particular route. This is where I came in from, I think.
Not done yet.
So, is there anything more down here? There is.
We're good to go.
Long barrel 2. This chest is better than the others. Why? Secret, but we'll tell you if you put what you took back inside. This just keeps on going. What's down here? What the heck? They're just regular enemies. Pop, 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 pop. And miss. This is unexpected.
Piece of cake.
Okay. Hang on. What was in here then? Okay, I remember. This is the secret entrance to the castle. Poor Joshua.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Can't move. Because he's got the crimson eye on. Also, Goody, I killed the thing on top of the Carnelia Tower, and it didn't give a mind orb, it gave a power orb, which gives strength +50. And I'm like, ooh, that's nice. So I definitely think, if it's like 2 power orbs, 2 mind orbs, I definitely think we should get all of them. So on our way through I'm just gonna run through Rollants when we get there and hit those Sepets. Only a little bit though. The hidden door is completely blocked and impassable. We can't get into the castle. I think we actually don't need to bother fighting anything from here on. What's here, though? Ah! This is all good. Just bash him. Bash. Poison. Oh, they're resistant. Well, luckily we're way over level for this area, or we would be in trouble. And he's sealed. Used the wrong spell. Oh, they're weak to water. Die.
Wing rule.
Holy clock. You're the fewest human to ever take something from me. Warms the cockles. Holy clock. Defense, arts, defense, arts. Oh, this gave arts attack early on in the game. I don't think it gives as much as the Misty Veil though, right? No, it's arts 50, and the Holy Cloth is... It's also arts 50. This would have been nice to have early on. Only 155 defense though, which is pretty bad. I actually think it might be worth it. If you're keeping her as a caster for the time being. Alright, nice. Completely cleared out the sewers. At least this side of them. Hell of a long way to go, though. Yeah, I'll definitely run through Roland. Back to bows, so we can do the... So we can do the Anvil Tower.
Not done yet.
Now I need to get all the way out of here. Hang on. Did we go up the other way? Did we go up this way? Yes, we did. Round and round. Is it in here? No. Yeah, good thing they have unlimited fire braziers. It'd be a nightmare getting through here with the night vision goggles. That's a good point. Let me out, 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 let me out. Ah. That took a long time. Alright, we're done with East Block, so let's check North Block. Everyone's acting like the Queen can just snap her fingers and make things all better. They still don't even know why orbital energy stopped, right? This sucks. I'm stressing out big time. Whoa. Missed him. Thanks to the Queen, I'm still somehow able to keep up with my business. Even without ordnance, I'm striving to maintain the same level of service I always offer. Sadly, there's not much I can do about light or heat. Hope the ordnance are restored soon. Oh yeah, the fire torches in the sewers. that fill up with methane. Maybe they all just maybe they keep it continuously burned off. Since they're always on. Who else is up here? You. I was given orders from Her Majesty to go home by home and explain the situation to each and every resident. Naturally, not a single one of them has been thrilled to see me. I can understand why, but it still stings a bit. Better to explain than to just keep the public wondering, though. Just about anything right now could cause a panic. To ensure the citizenry aren't worried, I have to remain calm. Amen. Time to begin evacuation training for our house. First, roll call. At times like this, it's great comfort having that man around. There are all kinds of emergencies nowadays, so this thing is kind of important, don't get me wrong. Dad's smile kind of makes me wonder. Hold on, Speedy. You can see that weird thing in the sky pretty well from the harbor. Bet you could see it even better from the castle. With things as they are, I really don't think now's the time to fish, but... What are you saying? With an attitude like that, you'll never be able to join the group. It's exactly the time to cast your line and calm your mind. The mindset of a master fisher is that of a clear, still pond. That's what's happening in front of the castle. I know we can't go in. Ellen mentioned that. Oh, you all are... Oh, we can go in. Please, pass. Princess Claudia should be in the castle, but she's very busy, I believe, so you may not be able to meet her. We can go in. Oh, and Dunan's doing something. Ever since Ordman stopped, nights are dark and cold, and it's hard to cook. Every day is just unbearable. How does the throne intend to respond to this situation? If you allow me, the oral shutdown phenomenon is currently being investigated primarily under the jurisdiction of the Royal Army. We have no other details on the situation at the moment. That's absurd! Now, calm yourself. Certainly there is much we do not know. This is exactly why it is the intent of Queen Alicia to support the citizens as much as possible. For example, the East Block's History Museum has been opened to the public for free. Furthermore, the Queen's promise of support, dining establishments are staying open as long as possible. By doing so, we hope the citizenry will reclaim their calm. Also, in case of emergency, we have plans to use the Grand Arena as an evacuation site, and... Whoa, is this real life? The Duke seems like he's actually saying really responsible things. I know. Is it like the martial arts competition where he's being forced to say it? No. Unlike that greeting, this is in a situation where all he has to do is say something arranged in advance. He's clearly speaking his own words based on his own will and thoughts. I suppose something acts as a trigger to start changing the Duke. Let's ask. My, why if it isn't young Joshua and Miss Estelle? Philip, it's been quite some time. Ever since the birthday celebrations, I believe, but I'm glad to see you're well. Yes, thank you. While you were away, Miss Estelle has been most good to His Majesty. Estelle has? Oh, I didn't do anything that big. The young master has finally found the will to work. I hope he can keep it up, but... Yeah, he's actually doing something for once. You are. If you wish to meet with Her Highness or Claudia, you likely won't be able to for a while. If you want to know the details, you should ask Hilda. I'm sorry, but I've been busy all morning dealing with petitioners, so... Duke Dunan's a better person than I thought, but his hairstyle is as terrible as the rumors say. I see. Seems the Queen's got a lot to think about, too. Knowing the throne is doing its best to respond to the situation is a relief. We gotta do our best, too. Ever since Ordman stopped working, a lot of citizens have been petitioning for aid. If the Duke wasn't here, we'd have a hard time getting to all of them. Still, though, the economic damage in just the capital alone from the after effects of the orbital shutdown will be terrible. I am Walter, a senator with the Republic's parliament. Is it not reasonable to expect a more decisive answer? When exactly will I be able to contact my home country? As I said, we are currently investigating the cause of the orbital shutdown. As Queen Alicia is currently otherwise occupied, I'm afraid you will not be able to meet with her right at this moment. As soon as we know anything, we will contact the embassy immediately. The other day, Princess Claudia came back with a strange look on her face. She's been speaking much to the Queen of late. Captain Schwartz is not currently in the castle. She's aboard the Arcei. Or Sai. While the captain is away, we will keep this place safe. Never thought I'd see the day where the Duke would behave so well. The world works in mysterious ways. Is it true there was a dragon in Bose? The army's airships fighting a dragon. That sounds like ones for the history books. Even for the Royal Guard, to be unable to use our guns drops our ability to fight to almost nothing. The Empire attacked at a time like this. Oh wait, I guess the Empire wouldn't be able to use their guns either. That's what I'm saying. Lock, lock, lock. Is it true that you can cook up a certain unique zest using coal fires and fireplaces? The problem, however, is that it takes much longer to produce such fine flavors, and I'm short on time as it is. Suspect any complex meals will be out of reach for some time. Warming or boiling water is easy enough, even with just plain old fire. It's not quite so easy to control fire conjured from an orbment. The signing ceremony after party went over as well as it ever could. All parties were more than delighted to partake in Mr. Gervais's food. Mr. Gervais. They've got Ricky on the team. Oh, that's where we just were. Estelle and Joshua. It's been a while, Hilda. Yes, welcome back. Hilda, is Chloe around? Miss Claudia is in the audience room ahead. However, she is currently speaking about important matters with the Queen, so I'm afraid I must ask you to refrain from entering. Ah, really? Yes, I'm afraid I can't say when they will be done. I'm very sorry. I know you went out of your way to visit too, but... No, don't worry about it. I just came to see her since I was in the capital. I don't want to get in the way, so I'll take my leave. Pardon us. Is Claudia's in the audience room? Yep. Duke Doonan is almost like a new man. Lately, he's even gone so far as to hear petitions from the citizenry in the audience room. I don't suppose anyone's currently lodging. I need to finish all my work before the sun sets. With Ormond's no longer working, everything gets pitch black with the setting of the sun. The bright kids instead inherit a Cassius level ability to cook. Like... Cook surrounded by monsters in the sewers. Lady Claudia will be residing at the castle for some time, and I'm happier for it. Her mere presence alone does plenty to brighten the halls of this castle. Have you delivered the last set of sheep? No, I still need to go to... The last one is Roland. Then I assume we rendezvous back in Grantsel. So I'm just... I went from Zeiss, so I'm going from Zeiss to Roland and stopping here on the way. And there are quests here as well, so I'm doing those while I'm here. Particularly before we hand in the last set of G, since it's useful. Her Majesty, the Queen and Princess Claudia are currently not in their rooms. I just saw them leave. Beyond this point are Queen Alicia's quarters. You should probably have the Duende slippers, right? Why do I not have them? They must still be on Scara. Yeah, that's what I'm planning. I was planning to just run right through Roland's without doing anything and going straight to Bose. Why did I not take... Okay, hold on. It's fine. I guess there's no one in here at the moment anyway. What the heck? Oh, we can see. We can see the Oriole from here. It's nice that they let you see it. And we can fish from here as well. Yeah, I was just thinking, I know they've already remade FC. When they remake SC, probably at this point in the story, you'll be able to see the Oriole instead of just having to, like, wherever you are in the world, pretty much, instead of just having to talk to NPCs who say, I can see it. We've got so much fishing bait. Next September. Quite a ways. Eel. Does that mean we can use eels here? Not a good spot. Fuck off. I'm never gonna find what the last couple of fish are. They gotta be like the super secret ones, right? Yeah, I mean, you'd have to imagine most of it's already done. Base. Carp. Can we use carps? Oh no, we just tried that, didn't we? What about dace? We can use dace. And that catches salmon. Can we use the salmon? No. I know I've almost got them all. Yeah, you mentioned that before. They use the same line for failing and no fish. Missing 4, and I'm guessing they're all, like, rare ones. But, like, I don't really feel like just trying them over and over. I'm pretty sure at this point that I'm going to miss some of the fish, and I'm like, okay, fine. I can't be, like... I've already, like, if I'm thinking about, like, 100% run of the game, which I'm not really interested in doing, I've already failed, like, ages ago. So, like, if I was going to do 100%, I would start a new file anyway, and then probably use guides. It seems Queen Alicia has some plan to resolve the situation. And I'm kind of past the age where 100% in games is something I enjoy. I'll do it for games that I really, really love, where, like, the game is, I'm having, like, a really good time. Like, 100% did Silk Song. But something, like, super long like this, where it's just guides and then going through turn-based battles, I can live without. It's kind of scary having only women around the house at a time like this. At the very least, I'll keep the Mrs. and Rianne safe in place of the good sir. Even with a guide, a lot of people still miss at least one chest for the achievement. I can imagine, yeah. Because some of them can be pretty hidden. To think that not being able to use ordnance would be this anxiety-inducing. I wonder if he's safe. I wish I could at least contact him. When the sun sets, it gets really dark in my room. Only the sun wouldn't set. I'm gonna have to stop in a minute as well. It's getting late. Ooh, I need to get home before dark. Travel on dark nights is pitch black and scary, even when you're grown up. Everyone's taking the orbital shutdown phenomenon differently. Well, one way or another, it doesn't change the fact that it's freaking inconvenient, so I hope they fix things soon. Apparently you can see that huge floating thing from the harbor. A number of civilians have gone off to look at it. This is exactly when we need to offer our prayers to Idios. A little while ago, I got a package from Father Kevin from a suspicious-looking pair of men. It isn't that big, but it's wrapped very tightly. I was told by the Archbishop to deliver it as soon as possible.
I can't help but wondering what's in it. So, it's begun then. This occurrence is no trial from the goddess, I'm afraid.
What did you get from Kevin? Oh, can we go back here? No. Can we... anyone in here? Father Kevin was up late talking to the Archbishop. After that, he left right away, and he still hasn't come back. There's some kind of understanding about this between the Archbishop and Father Kevin. I still feel like we don't really know completely what's going on with him, with Kevin. And also the fact that the church is trying to hoard all the powerful artifacts is weird. Man, I'm out of shape. When the heck are the ships gonna get moving again? If the haulage vehicles aren't gonna work, then freight transport's gonna have to be done by hand. But there's no freight to carry coming in anymore. Guess this isn't the time to be saying I'm lucky that I get to slack off on the job. What's gonna happen to my paycheck? My food? Aw, why isn't it working? Come on, be a good boy and work. Jeez, with Orbit's not working, there's not much of a job for technicians like us.
Work sure as hell ain't happening. All I can do is wait and do some fishing. How about you? You should wait your line too, it'll calm you down.
Well, yeah, the Oriole's not great either.
I come to my job every day. With the way things are, ain't no way work's getting done. Wonder how things are gonna turn out for us.
Oh, we can go in here. Thanks to this strange phenomenon, we can't contact Ruin. We have no way of knowing when the ships will arrive. So if the orbits have stopped, does that mean the ships have stopped too? Sure does.
Man, work just keeps piling on up.
But you're not getting any shipments. Holy crap, this is a huge harbor. The harbor is as big as the city itself. Maybe even bigger.
Huh? Let me guess, you're here to see that.
And see it over at the dock. People around here. What the heck is that? Not like I can get any work done anyway. Might as well relax here. Just as harbor business was starting to get back on track, this mess happens. Has the goddess abandoned us? There's supposed to be people here. Ah, there they are. The giant orbital construct that flew away from the harbor. The ancient dragon that appeared in bows. I didn't think I'd be surprised at anything that showed up anymore, but... what is that weird thing that appeared in the sky? I didn't see anything. No way a freaky thing like that's real. I disbelieve! I disbelieve! There's a big flying island! Ever since that object appeared, the orbits have stopped working. Can't the Royal Guard shoot it down on the Arsai? I suppose the Arsai can't move either, though, can it?
I've seen a lot in my long life, but never seen anything that odd. Is the rumor that orbits aren't working thanks to that true?
Maybe we look at it from here?
More people are coming to see that weird floating thing. I'd normally kick him out for getting in the way of work, but with orbital energy stopped, no ships are coming, so there is no work. Honestly, standing around is pretty much all you can do.
To think orbits would just stop working. I'm worried about the future. We can fish here, but... I wonder how long this is going to keep going on. Didn't see a spot where we can look at the Oriole, but I guess we've already seen it.
Can't use transport trucks and the boats ain't moving either. What the heck are we supposed to do?
I wonder if someone's riding that object.
Please don't say something so scary. Who's riding it? The more I look, the stranger it is.
Very curious. How's that thing floating if orbits aren't working? You can see it all the more clearly today. Ah, here we go. Exact same picture. Alright. So the rest of... I'll do the rest of West Block, and then I think I'm gonna have to call it there. Apparently someone moved into this house that was for sale. Not this one. I feel like I've seen that store owner somewhere before. Whenever I try to get a good look at his face, though, he hides in the back of the store. Maybe he's shy? Hello. Huh. Was there a store here? Welcome. Who is this guy? Excuse me, sir. What kind of store is this? I didn't expect to meet you here. Oh, do you know him, Joshua? Estelle, you know this person as well as I do. I do? Is he with the society? No, not quite. So, if you don't mind, I'd like to hear the details. Former mayor of Ruin, Mr. Dalmore. Oh, shit. What? Why are you here? I believe you are supposed to be in holding at Layson Fortress. That's true, but do not misunderstand. I am here with all proper permissions. Proper permissions? Yeah, that's not suspicious. How rude! Considering what happened in Ruin, asking me to believe you would be insane! After what you did to innocent children. Orphans, I might add! Estelle, let's hear him out first. We can decide if he's worth trusting after that. Fine. You must understand that I, too, am a victim of that case. After all, my memories of that period are quite vague, as if I were controlled by someone. On top of that, I had to pay an enormous bail from what little fortune I had left to my name. I see. That's why. This is the only place you can ever buy Sepith. Oh, shit. Bail? What's that? It means that by paying a certain amount of money, you can be set free until your guilt has been proven. So what? Any bad deed can be forgiven with money? Nothing is forgiven. The Liberal's justice system works on a principle of innocence until proven guilty. Until your guilt is established, you are granted personal freedom by paying a heavy amount of mira to act as assurance against your fleeing. Of course, you're not permitted to leave the area or hide during that time. Precisely. I'm still not digging it. Basically, it means that it's not that impossible for Dalmore to be here. It is true that there were also extenuating circumstances. But what are you doing here? As you see, to rebuild the Dalmore family, I intend to make a new start. First, I am starting a business here to save money towards rebuilding. A business? So what kind of store is this? Sepith. Sepith? Yes, there is no store anywhere in Liberal that trades in Sepith. Quite the genius venture, if I do say so myself. You're right. Still, wouldn't it be difficult to get enough Sepith to actually run a business on? I have my own secret channels to procure stock through. And there he goes with the suspicious stuff again. And that's it. Even the punishments of hell can be bought off. Welcome to the Dalmore firm. If you want Sepith, we can provide as much as you might wish. Of course, we will require you to pay appropriately. 103,000 for each type. $3,000 for 100 Sepith. That's not a great deal, to be honest. I think we don't even really need any. I would like to buy an Impede 4, although it's still only 25%, so maybe not. I just want to make sure that we have enough to upgrade Chloe and Kevin when we get them back. Yeah, it's not cheap, but we've got plenty of money. I assume, though, at some point we might get another store for equipment, and that'll drain everything. The cafe owner makes it all sound so carefree, but this is a big problem for me. After all, with no ornaments, I can't read at night. Candlelight makes me feel like I'm just hurting my eyes. Cooking without ornaments is rough, but I like that rustic feel when you use fire. Even the coffee here seems a little tastier when prepared this way. Might be good to do it with wood and charcoal fires from now on anyway. Curry of Dreams. Got that one. Got those two. The news. Oh, we didn't read the news. Seems like the editor-in-chief's got something to say to the staff. They're upstairs in the editorial room. All of them for once. Okay, let's get this one done. Issue 10.
A message from the editor-in-chief. As you no doubt aware, all Orbmans are experiencing abnormal loss of power. This phenomenon appears to be nationwide and is having a severe effect on both manufacturing and transport. Even our magazine has had significant difficulty reaching print. While this phenomenon is hindering our ability to distribute nationally, we will try to release in the capital at least. Additionally, information is difficult to confirm in these circumstances. We apologize for any inaccuracies. Kingdom under fire, monsters swarm urban centers. According to the Royal Army, yesterday morning, unknown monsters began swarming around all major cities save the capital. Army units engaged the fierce beasts, but thankfully things quieted by evening and no major damage was reported. With how everything used orbital power and everything is coal, charcoal or wood fires going, imagine the smell everywhere, I guess so. But I mean, that had to have been the case in real history as well. So Crimson soldiers attacked guard posts. At roughly the same time as the monsters appeared, reports came in of Crimson soldiers attacking guard posts across the nation. Defense forces prepared and alert for combat engaged the invaders. As far as we've been able to confirm, no guard posts have fallen. We also have unconfirmed reports of the Crimson soldiers departing via airship. Just who are these red invaders? From their equipment to their armor and abilities, it is clear that the Crimson soldiers are a highly organized and well-funded force. Their allegiance is a mystery. The most viable theory suggests they are Jaegers, a foreign mercenary group. The reports of airships at their disposal, however, raise questions of more powerful backers given the limited production of such vessels. The Bracer Guild is currently investigating. Breaking news, mysterious object appears in sky. Early dawn yesterday, an enormous flying object appeared over Lyria Lake in a flash of gold. The moment it appeared across the nation, orbital power seemed to cease immediately. While the two incidents are believed to be connected, at the moment that link remains pure conjecture. Breaking news, ordnance remain inoperative. With this orbital shutdown phenomenon continuing, the government has called for citizens to prepare replacements. Lamps and candles are recommended for light, while wood stoves and solid fuel for heat can work as well. The abnormality is not mechanical in nature, so repair is not possible. The situation may drag on, so citizens should prepare accordingly. Breaking news, activity at the ancient ruins. While defense forces were engaged in skirmishes across the country, the ancient ruins known as the Tetracyclic Towers were witnessed as having their roofs engulfed in what was described as a black sphere. The towers had previously shown signs of activity following the birthday celebration when they emitted a mysterious light. Researchers are taking notice, and the towers are under observation. Cutscenes. Orbital energy stopped, and it's not just light and heat that's a problem, but communication is difficult as well. However, I don't think that you lot are the sort of journalists to be deterred by small stuff like that. Of course not. We have a job to do. Exactly. Many of the citizens now have no access to information and are trapped by anxiety and fear. It's exactly the time for us to provide accurate information and contribute to society. You ain't gotta tell me twice. That's exactly the reason us journalists exist. But Niall, it'll be hard to get an article without even orbital cameras working, you know? Dorothy is right. Most of our equipment doesn't work. However, to use that as a reason to abandon the duty of mass media is the utmost of unacceptable. Everyone, I don't care what you do anything you can to come up with to get our next edition out there. Maybe we can deliver it? Niall! Oh, hey, Estelle. And Joshua, been quite a while, huh? It has indeed. You're as busy as always, Niall. Yeah, I told the editor the same thing, but somehow, something like this ain't gonna stop my pen. That's just how companies want it. But what do you plan on doing without being able to use ordnance? Yeah, that's the problem. With things as they are, we can't even use Dorothy's camera. Well, I got some ideas, though. After this, I'm gonna meet with Queen Alicia and have her listen to them. Sounds like you're working pretty hard. Kind of a relief. So, Joshua, I gotta admit, I want to interview you real bad. I'll put that off for now, though. Still, you better be ready for my pen. Go easy on me. I got a mountain of problems and things to do, but I can't afford to space out. For a journalist, the thing to do is take action. Ah, Joshua! Hey, Dorothy. Been a while. You really came back. Good for you, Estelle. Yeah, I guess. I'd love to get a memorial shot, but my camera isn't working. It really messes with my groove. I guess your camera's pretty important to you, Dorothy. Of course it is. It's my claim to fame, you know? I want to be able to take lots of pictures of that cute little floaty island soon. You're the same as always, Dorothy. Hey, you guys. I don't think of this situation as a threat at all. If anything, this is exactly when the true worth of the Liberal News Service will be tested. I thought so during the coup d'etat, but being pushed into a corner only makes things more exciting, huh? Maybe I'll write up an article about simple recipes you can do even without ordnance. Alright, let's do this! Yeah, the editor-in-chief has it. Alright, even if I have to write it by hand, we are putting out the liberal news. You could get some sketch artists instead of photographs. At first, I was pretty down about all the ordnance not working, but at times like these, we've just got to keep going strong. My wife's putting her all into her work at the department store, and I don't plan on doing anything less. Well, what are you doing right now, then? It just looks like you're sitting on your ass. It's home. Alright. How much longer until the ordnance work again? I didn't think life without ordnance like this would feel so awful. Alright, well, I still need to do the other side of the sewers, clear out the chests and stuff, although I guess they're not really going to have anything important, but... Oh, I need to call everyone here first. What is it? Yes.
Ready?
I need your equipment. Why did I not take this off you beforehand?
Let's do it!
Duende slippers. Now we're cooking. Got all the good shit. The Duende slippers might honestly be the best item in the game. At least the best piece of equipment. Alright, I'll park myself out here in front of the sewers for next time. You're free to enter the sewers, however be sure not to cause any trouble. And then this is where we'll continue on with day. Just gotta clear this side out, and then it'll be off to Bo's Tower, and then back to Roland. But for now, that's it. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.